it's Quana back again with another review. Hope you guys are doing awesome. Alright, so today I'm going to be telling you about a movie that I think you'll enjoy. It is called Origin. It's directed by Ava DuVernay and stars Aunjanue Ellis-Taylor. This film is set to hit theaters worldwide in January, and I really do think you should check it out. But before we go any further, do me a favor, and if you stumbled on this video, hit the subscribe button down below and give me a follow, and I'll try to keep you up to date with all of the movies that you should check out coming to your local theater. So Origin stars Aunjanue Ellis, and she is playing Isabel Wilkerson. Isabel Wilkerson is a Pulitzer Prize winning journalist in real life, and she in 2020 had her second book, Caste, come out to stellar acclaim, and it was on the New York Times bestseller list for about 52 weeks. This film documents, or at least tries to tell the story of her life and also the creation of that book. It debuted in Cannes, and Ava DuVernay became the first Black woman to have a film debut in Cannes. And I can definitely understand why, for critics, this film was well received. This film is absolutely stunning. Ava DuVernay has a beautiful eye for photography, and that shows up and down all throughout this film. And she has a beautiful eye for creating dynamic cast. We've seen this before with When They See Us, with Queen Sugar, and she has brought those talents to this film as well. You have Aunjanue Ellis-Taylor, you have Jon Bernthal. It's so great to see them back on screen together. They were both in King Richard 2 years ago. You have Niecy Betts in here, Niecy Nash Betts in here, and it's just a stunning cast of characters as well. Jasmine Cephas Jones is in here, Connie Nielsen. Again, this cast, I can't say enough, everyone brought their full game to the table for this film. This film deals with a lot of difficult subjects, most importantly as we are walking the line of learning about Isabel Wilkerson, who I had never heard of before this film. And I'm definitely going to be reading her books now because I'm completely captivated by the tidbits of her writing style, which were included into this film. Is going through personal loss as she's tackling a lot of these major news stories that are hitting her eye, and she's trying to grapple with the idea of what are the problems plaguing not just our nation but really the world, and learning about the caste system and how caste systems or systems of tiered placement in society that keep people at the bottom and certain people at the top, how it really is a detriment to our society and to our humanity. And as she's grappling with these themes about what makes systems like this manage to kind of hold up and how it diminishes our humanity, she's also having great loss in her life, and she's navigating that. And this film showcases all of that. This film is heartfelt, it's heart-wrenching, it is gorgeously shot. Jon Bernthal and Aunjanue Ellis-Taylor's chemistry in this movie is beautiful. There's just so many moments, without spoiling the film, that this film tackles a lot of heavy themes. I cried like I haven't cried in a while watching this movie, and I didn't feel like those tears were wasted at all. Like sometimes you cry in a movie and you feel like, well, gosh, that really took me through the ringer. I really wish I had someone else around me when I watched it, because I really was ready to talk about everything that was on my mind after having watched this movie. I mean, you've got this woman who is traveling to Germany to learn about the Holocaust and how the Nazis were able to implement that. You've got her traveling to India. You've got her grappling with racism here at home, and at the same time navigating all of these tremendous losses in her own personal life. It's a beautiful story of a life that seeks to find purpose amidst all the loss, because that's really what all of us do on a day-to-day basis. Is as life brings things our way, we try to navigate that and hopefully make the most out of the life that we have. This film was just simply beautiful. I'm really frustrated for Aunjanue Ellis-Taylor because she is literally a tour de force. Every time that she's on the screen, she is amazing, and I don't think she nearly gets enough shine. Of course, I loved her in Lovecraft Country. She was literally one of the best parts of it. But even some of the shows that she's done on cable, some of the other works that she's done, she's she's just always showing up 150%. And I really hate that I feel as though she should be getting more buzz, because out of a lot of the lead female roles this year, I felt like she had such grace and power and a quiet stillness in a lot of the acting here, a lot of restraint while evoking emotion. And I don't feel as though some of the other lead female roles this year have been as powerful, or at least for me, were not as heartfelt as I felt that she brought to this role in particular. Now, a lot of people will discuss and argue the fact that trying to take a nonfiction book and bring it into the theater was a little bit daunting, and perhaps this subject matter would have better been served as a documentary or as a docu-series. I don't know where I land on that. While I certainly do wish that Ava DuVernay had another When They See Us in her back pocket and could have given this to us as a limited series or something along those lines. I think there's just such a beauty to giving us this in a film. And even in the small nuggets that we're able to get, if you really leave yourself open to what the film is trying to say, it should leave you wanting more. Like, I literally want to go now and start reading cast and start reading a lot of the other works that are mentioned in this movie, because I want to learn more. I want to uncover more. I want to learn about Isabel Wilkerson. Fascinating woman. And I think that even hearing her story is important, because women of color in the journalistic sense, we don't really hear about them. We really don't know them, and they don't feel as though they're as well known and talked about as maybe other writers in the same vein. And so I love that we got those nuggets of her story and not just the book itself. I thought that the cast really does a good job of just surrounding and supporting the performance that she gives, Aunjanue Ellis-Taylor gives. I don't know that anyone's performance was as strong as hers, or at least as meaty as hers, but they were all just very nuanced. But Andra McDowell's in this, and her segment was heartbreaking and heart-wrenching. But if I was going to say that anyone else shines almost as bright as Aunjanue Ellis in this movie, I would definitely say that it's Niecy Nash-Betts. She is proving time and time again when she hits the screen that she is more than just a comedic talent. And we saw it with When They See Us, and we're seeing it here now. I definitely can't wait to see her get a starring role that is a dramatic starring role, because she still kind of gets a lot of comedic starring roles, but I don't think anything really, she just keeps showing that she's capable of these dramatic roles, and I'm here for it. I love it. I love Jon Bernthal. I kind of, without spoiling anything, he's always devastating me when he is on screen in the best possible way. From The Walking Dead to Punisher to The Bear, there's a through line a little bit with all of those roles. So if you can guess what the through line is, you'll probably get a little bit of a spoiler here. But he's just devastatingly charming on screen in this as well. Do me a favor, and if you get a chance to watch Origin when it hits theaters nearby in your area, give it a look-see. I think that it's something that is worth the conversation to be had. I do wish that it was getting more shine this award season. I definitely think that Ava DuVernay has a gorgeous eye for cinema, and she's an important director to keep talking about, and Aunjanue Ellis is just going to keep bringing it, and I want to see her in just as many conversations as we have with some of the other actresses. But if you haven't had a chance to see it already, because it is limited release, let me know down below in the comments if you've seen it or if you plan to see it. Let's have a conversation what you thought about the film, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, toodles.